So, what's going on YouTube? Your boy Sam from Team Cyrex right here. And today, guys, I'm with the man himself, Bohdan. How are you doing today, bro?
I'm good.
And today I'm also with, Dzeeff. What's going on?
Hello, camera. I don't have a real camera.
All right, so, Bohdan, what'd you play today, brother?
I played Brilliant Fusion Thunder Dragon.
What?
Yeah.
And how was your tournament experience? What'd you place?
I made top 32. I went 8-1-1. I lost to BA, and then I drew with Ulta guys because I didn't know what a lot of my cards did, and I learned it as I played. And then I lost in top 32 to the mirror match. It was like kind of unfortunate because we both played like not as good as we should have played, and I have like 5 cards that like win me the game in time on the spot, and I don't. And then he just like summons BLS, and I'm just dead. I'm like, oh, that works. But yeah, no, he was cool. I like him. I hope he tops. Sorry, I hope he wins.
All right, awesome, Bohdan. Without further ado, start with the neck profile.
All right, I played the original one. And this one.
So can you explain, to the viewers on what these cards do? For those of you who are new to the channel.
Well,
okay, so explain.
This one discards itself and then adds a Thunder Dragon from your deck to your hand. This one you can discard it to add one banished Thunder Dragon from your banished or in your graveyard to your hand.
Right.
And then when it leaves the field or it gets banished, its effect triggers, and you can special summon a Thunder Dragon monster from your deck in defense position. So this is like the best one.
Right.
Like arguably the best one. Like these ones are just like really good. So this one like gets you to this one, and this one is it's a quick effect. So it's basically just like the original one, but it can only add one. You can discard it during either player's turn, add itself, and then when it leaves the field or it gets banished, you can add any Thunder Dragon card. So that adds the fusion. It adds like all of these, and yeah. So that's like really good. Then this one is like low-key one of my favorites only because it has like a mulligan effect.
Right.
So you can discard this one and special summon one of your banished Thunder Dragons or like one in your grave. And then when it's banished, you can shuffle back as many cards as you want in your hand and then draw that same amount. So that's like really cool. There's some hands where like you get to keep playing and you don't like really want to utilize your gold slug. So like this just lets you mulligan like the 2 Thunder Dragons that you add with the first one and then like draw 2 free cards, which is like really nice.
Right, so basically, like this is like a magical mallet for the deck.
It's like Magical Mallet and Monster Reborn and
right.
PDR, so it's like crazy.
And then this one triggers like Titan, right? That's like.
Yeah, this one like triggers Titan. It's quick effect, target Thunder. It gains 500 attack.
Like forever, right? It's not once. It's
let's read it. It just gains 500 attack. That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, I guess I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh in hard mode. So if it leaves the field or it gets banished, you add another copy. So like you want to ideally set up Titan with 2 of these because Titan's not once per turn to kill a card. So you like trigger this, chain Titan. Hopefully they don't have a response to like chain block you, but yeah, like setting up with these in your hand is really good. Yeah, this one is just another card that you can discard for free a lot of the time to like let you make Colossus and let you make Titan killer card and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, these are like I don't play the other Thunder Dragon card, which might be like kind of cool.
Which one? Duel?
The duo?
Yeah, the whatever the one is like BLS. That's kind of cool. Like I saw other people playing it. I'm not sure, but I think maybe a one-off might be okay. Just another card to search and like you can banish stuff and like trigger stuff, which is pretty good.
Nice.
I think these are fine.
And when you like use this card's effect to discard, like with Titan on the field, you usually discard 1 by 1, right?
Yeah, 1 by 1 because you get to kill a card like each time.
Right.
And then if you have fusion, you can shuffle them back and like keep doing it. So like basically just get to kill 4 cards for like for nothing.
So is the egg the only quick effect one?
This one is a quick effect as well to discard.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like ideally, you want to have one of these in your hand already because otherwise you're just summoning it to the field,
right.
Just searching any other card. But
right.
It just depends. Like sometimes your hand has like 2 points of interaction with Titan, and sometimes it just doesn't.
Correct. All right, let's go to the next monsters.
Ash, like standard.
Wait, that's it?
No.
Oh,
No,
I was about to say, where's your shoulders?
Bro, it gets even better. This card was not very good at all.
Only 2?
Only 2?
Yeah, only 2. It's not
Why?
good.
Bohdan, explain, please.
Brilliant Fusion is better. Like it's actually just insane. Like this card takes a normal summon, it gets hit by like Widow Anchor, Urga, gets hit by random effect Railer and permanence. In the mirror match, Titan just kills it. It's like putting a card in grave is only good if you're playing like the Chaos monsters, but like we thought the Chaos monsters like didn't really help when you've already like bricked. So we just played a bunch of like starter cards like Brilliant Fusion, Gold Sock, and then like I guess Desires is sort of a starter card because it gets you 2 free cards. But yeah, this card just like wasn't very good in this deck, I think. But in like the in the New York guys build, that like a lot of them are in Top Cut right now. They're playing like a lot of Chaos monsters, and then I think they're still playing stuff like this. It just like sends a dark, like it sends the best ones, which are just like this, and this, and then you banish them. But there's some combos with this still, like, it puts a guy in grave, so you just have like more fodder for your fusions to like not die. And there's some cool combos with the fusions where you can trigger them without like actually like having your opponent interact with it, which is kind of neat. But I'll get into that later.
Awesome.
Denko Seko, best card.
Main?
Actually, yeah, it's insane. I wish I played 3. It's just good against everything. It's a thunder monster and it's an effect monster, so it turns into Colossus. Essentially, like, I should have played 3 Denko and then just like taken this out because my deck was 44 cards and I'm just dumb. But yeah.
Serious? You would cut Solar down to 1.
So I would just cut it entire. I don't think it's very good. It like eats your normal summon and then Brilliant Fusion doesn't eat your normal summon. So like it's just, I don't think you need it. But Denko was really good. Like it's like every deck, Denko just like won me games just by like summon, kill them.
How many mirror matches did you play?
3. It's like 1 in Top Cut and then 2 in Swiss. Like the 2 in Swiss were just unfair, but I think that mirror match is
it's hard, right? It's awkward. It's
like
awkward.
Really, really awkward. If I played this deck again, knowing I'd play like a decent amount of mirror matches, I would just change like so much. I would main deck stuff like Mind Control and Econ, I think, just take their dudes and try and kill them. But I played one of this to search with the fusion. So like when the fusion's engraved, except for the turn it was sent, you can banish it and add a Thunder card. You just add this.
Also, for searchable kaiju.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
Then we played this for Brilliant Fusion.
So explain what so it's Thunder.
Yeah, it's Thunder and it's an effect monster. So you send this and you send any Thunder card to summon the fusion, which I'll show you later. Otherwise though, there's a Thunder with better stats, but it's a normal monster. So this is a Gemini, but you can set it, and when it's set, it's still an effect monster. So you can send it for Colossus, and then that's pretty good. It's like a niche interaction that might come up. Other than that, like, this card is fine. It's just a Thunder monster to get out of your hand for like a lot of your effects. Like you normally hard make Titan with like a fusion, and like this is like usually getting banished if you have like a bunch of duds. But this card was good. Please buy this card. It goes with that, right?
3 billion.
This one is really powerful because it puts a fusion on the field and then puts a dude in grave. So you can like pair this with Hawk, and then Hawk will. So you'll dump like something like this and then this, and then if you have wherever Hawk is, Hawk in your hand. So you'll have like a fusion up here, and then you can discard this one to summon this one back. And because the fusion is a Thunder, it turns into the Link, summoner thing, yeah.
Summoner.
And then you get to
Oh wait,
trigger
you're not
this
playing
one.
Seraphinite. You're playing.
We're just playing Prismora, wherever he is. She is.
What?
Just this one. Seraphinite sucks, but like yeah, like this will be your fusion. It sends a Thunder and it sends a Gemini, so it's really powerful.
So the only thing that you're basically normal summoning this deck is like Denko.
Yeah, like just Denko ideally, and then like Solar, but Solar just seems very win more. There's like some games where you use it to like climb up in links, but we only played like Unicorn, so it's just like really niche interactions. But yeah, we just like really wanted to summon this, and then if you have this card plus this in your hand, you just banish these two and summon Titan.
So it's free.
Yeah, so it's like just gets your combo started. And a lot of people are like scared to like start linking off with your fusions, but you know, like you've already got all this set up, and you can just like banish these, summon Titan, summon a dude with usually just Dark, and then you turn into some summoner. You search a guy, and then you haven't used your normal summon, so you just like keep going, which is really cool.
Nice.
So like ideally, you want to be ending with 2 Colossus, like yeah, or like 3 Colossus if you're getting really like cool. Just depends which matchup you're against. If you have no information, it's usually just like Titan, Colossus. So it's these 3. 3 instant again, like
Kaminari is.
Yeah, Kaminari and Thousand Eyes, but like you can just do the same thing as you do with Brilliant. It doesn't use your normal summon, which is really good. So you get to use cool stuff like in Denko and Zola. 3 of this one. It's
you have to, right?
Well, like I think it's more relevant for me because I'm playing Desires, but this card just like keeps letting you play,
right?
Which is really good. And like in this deck, if you're linking with like Titans and stuff, you get to shuffle them back, which is really big. So I think playing 3 is like vital in a deck like this, where you're sort of like throwing away Titan to link with because you're just summoning it for free anyway.
Right. And also like if you're playing with a cherries or anything, right? You can just
yeah. Like cherries just sucks against this deck. It's so good. They have to have like double cherries, like 2 turns in or something. Like I don't even know how they're gonna be able to achieve it a lot of the time. But 3 gold suck. This one was like kind of weaker than any of the other cards we had. There's a lot of hands where like you'd rather activate Brilliant or Instant and then banish like Roar from your hand and then do the combo. as opposed to like using gold stock at all. So these will usually just like net you a matrix to interact on their turn. Otherwise, you're just like, it's just sitting in your hand. A lot of the time I was just like using it to mulligan with Hawk if I like already had like the full combo going with everything else. So that was kind of cool. Then I played 3 Desires. It was okay. I think in the mirror match you need a lot of your monsters so you don't like burn out. But it says draw 2 cards, which I think is cool. Maybe in like a more oppressive build with some floodgates, it might be kind of neat, like rivalries or something. But against everything else, it was okay. Even when it gets ash, you just don't really care because it means they're not ashing your raw or like your bolt, which is kind of cool. So then Reborn, it shouldn't be in my deck. It was a mistake. And then 3 impermanents for the mirror match. I think this card's not very good, but now that Thunder Dragon exists and like this mirror match is kind of hot, and this card just like answers their fusion like relatively easily, so that's kind of cool. But maybe moving forward, if I'm playing like against more mirrors, I'd rather have mind controls and econs and stuff instead of playing this. So, but this card was fine. And it's like good against like the rogue decks, like random inspector board, or like maybe someone's like Thunder King Ryo or something. You just get to like out it, which is kind of cool. But,
Nice.
so that was the main deck. Extra deck was 3 and 3. Some decks play 2, but like with Brilliant Fusion, you're summoning this like a lot more and throwing it away. So you like you need it, and then with 3 Fusion, you just shuffle them all back. So I think you just have to play 3 of each. This one, the great Lazaro Belieter let me borrow this, so I'm really, really happy that I got to summon it at least once. This one, these are for instance, whatever. 2 of this one. You don't use the effect, it just turns into Colossus unless you summon like more fusions, whatever. This is like the only spot removal like in the mirror match and like other random scenarios, but yeah, this card's like way too good. Like I'm almost tempted to play like 2. It just seems like it comes up way too often. Link Karibo. There's some hands where you just have to trigger Raw or like Hawk randomly like off a Brilliant Fusion and then like awkwardly make this. Like you have to like search with Matrix and then like make this. Like it just comes up random. It's like random interactions. Then we played again like the one Gem Knight card. It's really good. Buy this card. And then Summon Sorceress, which didn't come up that often. There's like one combo where it lets you get Matrix to your hand, but like usually your hands are just like a lot of 3-ofs that like search themselves, and you use all the effects anyway. You just don't need them. So like I might cut this. I kind of wanted to play like another Link, maybe like a Link 4 or something that like might interact. But I saw a lot of people playing, like Jesse was playing like Gustav Max, so maybe I just cut this for Gustav Max, and it might be okay. That was
awesome.
extra.
It's for extra. Let's go to your side.
Side was 2 bells.
It's broken, right?
Kinda. There's like no other hand trap that does anything against the decks that I want to play against. So this is like pretty good mid ground. It's like good in the mirror, which I think is like good enough. And then like all the other random like combo decks and stuff. But I think DD Crow might be kind of cool as well. I'm not super sold. Crow just seems kind of cool if they already use like a hand effect or like they already like propped an effect. You can just like banish it, and that's like good against like the Mali decks and stuff too. Rivalry, it's a floodgate. Like it's kind of good. You set up like 3 fusions on this, and they have to answer like 3 floodgates and then a Titan like interacting with all that dudes. So that's kind of cool. Right. Imperial, another floodgate, same deal. Usually against Striker, the only thing they have that can like deal with Colossus is Widow Anchor, and this just stops it, so it's kind of nice. This, like for the rogue decks, I don't think Geist is like a really hard matchup, but I didn't want to like risk playing against decks that just had like Mind Drain and stuff like that, which I saw people like trying to get this the morning of the event, so I figured maybe this would cover enough. Like going second is just like the perfect card. Then like for my mirror match stuff, I played 1 Super Poly. Doesn't do anything, not very good. Should have been another card like Econ or something. 3 Mind Control, insane card. I wish I drew it more often. Like this card literally just wins you games on the spot. The mirror match like has no real out to it unless I play the ritual monster that stops stuff from being targeted.
Oh,
so Ravis, I think.
Yes, Ravis, yeah.
Yeah, so like this card's like really, really powerful. You just take the dude, and then you just like fuse with it or link it away, and then like they just lose a card that you couldn't usually kill. And then we played Metayon. Which
is, to out the mirror.
Yeah, to out like and against like the hero decks as well. Because if they like Gumblood Darkblow you can trigger a bunch of effects. So that's like kind of cool, and you keep like more cards in your hand, and you can just like summon this and then crack their board, which is really good. And then in the mirror match, like this is pretty relevant. But against Goki, if they give you Ibli, which they usually do, this card does nothing. So like, there's no 2-card combination because this card you have to have no monsters on the field to normal summon it, like without tribute. So otherwise, like this card seems really nice. I think Econ might just be better because instead of like spinning all their cards, I'd rather just take them and then have them like not have them anymore.
Right.
But like, yeah, this was fine, I think.
Okay, awesome, Bohdan. Thank you so much for this amazing deck profile. Do you have anything else you want to say before we sign off?
Shout out to Team ARG, Gamer Inked, Ophidian, Argent Saga, the ARG Circuit Series, Jim McMahon, and then everyone else, and then of course you guys for doing the deck profile.
Do you want to plug your thing?
My Instagram,
Yeah, man.
sad, @BohdanOfficial_. Please follow me. I need the clout. Thank you.
All right, this is Sam and Dzeeff signing
Signing
off.
off.
All right, guys. Peace.